Hello ladies and gentlemen, Xentora here and welcome back to another video, and I bring some exciting news for all of you. The Infinite Flight 23.2 update, I think, it's here guys, that's right, the Challenger 350 or whatever they called it, is it 250? The Challenger is already here in Infinite Flight. There's been huge changes, as you can see right now, to the Infinite Flight user face. You can do solo, casual, wow. So there's been a lot of changes. I've just bought a subscription, just £10. Hopefully I can, earn that back some way. But yeah, the update's here. So let's just have a look at everything and see how it's come, because this update's been a long time coming. It's come earlier than I suspected. I've literally got like 2 days until my first exam as well. So I'm literally just sat here trying to figure it out. So we've got missions. I just want to have a look at the missions and just see what they're like quickly. So there's lots of different aircraft here. There's not as many missions as I thought. I mean, these are all solo. Do they change with regards to where you are? No, they sort of stay the same. But yeah, there's a lot of cool missions here actually, with some really unique flights. So here we go. These are the missions. These are the things that I was actually quite interested in initially. But there's no, I don't see the Challengers. 767 mission there. It's quite cool. But you guys sort of get the idea of missions. It gives you the flight time. I'd imagine it also gives you the route and everything. I don't know. Let's see if it gives you the route quickly. And see how these missions work very quickly. I've just done it in solo mode. And then I promise you guys, I will show us that Challenger aircraft. I think it's Challenger 350. I don't know where I've got 250 from. I've probably got too excited because of a stupid update. But that's fine, that's fine. Missions are finally here. And we got to pray that the iPad doesn't crash. And look at the new loading screen as well. That's looking very good. So here we are. So mission brief. Okay, so I'm flying from London to Tokumen. Have a great flight. That's it. And I'm flying with what, Copa Airlines. Okay, so is it? That's the flight plan. Just giving me a straight line. So it'd be cool if they get different flight plans. But this is also an E190, I think, and I've never actually used them in Infinite Flight. But who cares? Who cares? This isn't why we're here. But, oh, they've also changed the logbook and the way ATC is. So we'll have a look at all of that in a second. But for now, we're going to go in free flight. There's also training mode, so maybe I'll have to. I could do a series, maybe going through those training stuff if anyone would like to see them. So we'll do free flight. Okay, so I press change aircraft here. Wow. Okay, right. So all of these aircraft look like they've changed how all of these aircraft look, which is really cool. I mean, it's quite fraudulent. I'd imagine the 767. Yeah, it looks normal, even though it clearly isn't. And here we are, the aircraft we waited for. And there are about 1 million liveries. So we've got the Airshare, this one. That's a cool livery. So we'll just look through all the liveries quickly. European Flight Service. Okay. So some of these are going to be a custom liveries. Now, I don't know what one the custom liveries are, unfortunately. Got the Infinite Flight livery. It's probably the livery I'll use. But that's these are some cool. They're all very basic liveries. I suppose that also means the old private jet has left. I forgot what it's already called. But let's go in. Let's go Sanford. Oh wait, it's Newark in 3D, because I heard that was due to be in 3D at some point. So we'll just head down to New York and see if Newark's in. Yes, Newark's finally in 3D. This probably happened earlier in the year and I just didn't realise. But let's head over to Newark, because it's a cool airport, and this Challenger 350 is going to be really, really cool. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this looks really good. Now, if a flight have done a really good job, they got this update out a lot quicker than I thought it was going to come out. I've literally spent half an hour just sat there refreshing the iPad to try and see if it's finally going to load in with an update. And then obviously when I press refresh for about the 1000th time, it finally came in. Now, the Challenger 350 has been in works in Infinite Flight for maybe a year now, but let's see. Let's look outside first. Okay, let me just check there's no volume as well. Okay, so we'll look outside and just have a look. It looks clean. This aircraft looks clean and smooth. Let's go in a free camera. Yeah, this aircraft looks phenomenal. Just look at that. Wow. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to see, can we bring the doors down? Generally, you can bring the doors down if I actions. So that's the cargo door, which will be over here, I think, somewhere. Where's that? Where? Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, so it's like a little, is there like a little, okay, it's like a little cargo room. Okay, so then door one left will be this one, and here it comes. Now I'm hoping it doesn't attach that, because that would be quite annoying. Okay, so it's looking like it's definitely obvious. It's obviously a private jet, but it's looking kind of cool in here. So we're gonna move. Let's look back here first. Wow. Now this is a really good interior, I think, for if like they've done good. I mean, I think they've sort of gone for like the wooden kind of vibe, I think, here, which is why they're sort of like blurry in that. But they've definitely gone for like wooden. You got like nice little sofa in that back here, and then this is what the storage room that we saw. No, it's just an empty galley, which means the storage is like by itself. Okay, so a little exit window there as well. Okay, so they've done pretty good here. I'd imagine there'll be an Easter egg or something you can do cool with that screen, I'm hoping. But let's look in the cockpit, the bit we were waiting for, and I'm going to switch to the captain view. And wow. Okay, so first impressions, it looks good, it looks clean. If like, you know, they very rarely do disappoint with stuff like that cockpit, so I'm going to turn all these lights on, just landing lights as you do. I'm going to put the APU on. And we're going to let this all start up for us and see how cool that looks. But while we do that, we'll just look around the cockpit. We got obviously the working. Oh, the spoilers. Does that move? Wow. Okay, so okay, something's moved. So these have come on. We got the time. Is it 5 o'clock? No, it's only 3 o'clock where I am. Okay, so this has popped up first. Okay. So it looks cool. Pretty clean, pretty clear. It's definitely clearer than some of the other aircraft. But I think the bit I really want to do now is see how well this aircraft flies. So I'm going to bring some flaps down. Trim 30%, I never use that much trim. Let's just leave it on 10 or 12 because it's quite light. Let's just see how the spoilers look when they come up and down. So I've got them in flight mode. I can't get them armed because we're not moving. But okay, so they look kind of good. But let's start rolling and see how this aircraft flies, because generally when a new aircraft comes up, on infant flight, it looks really, really cool, and Newark looks phenomenal as well. There it is. Look at that. It's a really cool airport. I've been there before. It's a very good looking airport. But let's roll this aircraft down the runway and see how well this flies. Right. Okay. So it's moving quite quick now. We're at 50 knots. See how it looks like from the outside. It's a cute little aircraft. This. It's going to be great for well, actually, can it go? Has it got the fuel for transatlantic? 7 hours. It can push transatlantic travel. Okay, so this will definitely be used for some transatlantic flights. Let's bring our speed up now and let's just go for that rotation. So we're going to go now. Come on. Rotate. Okay. Okay, so let's bring the gear up. Let's just look at that transition. That's a really nice and smooth transition. Now this aircraft feels really good to hand. It probably feels better than... It feels really good in the cockpit, especially. Do you know, this is probably one of the best aircraft I've flown in infinite flight like this. It actually feels really good cockpit wise when using this aircraft. It's really good. Infinite flight have really done well again here. Again, another phenomenal update. So let's go on to short final then. Oh, and see how hard this is to land. So I'm coming in really fast, I feel like. So I feel like I'm also coming in really high. That's fine. There's a bit of wind. Okay. Oh, we're going to crash. Did we land? We landed. Okay, we sort of landed. Didn't do very good. I'll use the HUD in a second then for this landing. Let's use the HUD and see how well it goes. So, it's definitely much more shaky, but you expect that from a smaller aircraft. So we're going to come in lowly. I'm going to try and like shift up. So I feel like this aircraft to be hard in crosswinds. Definitely a lot more agile than you'd expect, but it's actually not that bad to get a smoothish landing as we just did there. Okay, so it looks good. Got the lovely reverse thrust as well there, looking good, and the spoilers are fully up now, and the flaps are on 30, so that is good. So I think all in all, this aircraft is brilliant, but I do believe there are a few new liveries, such as a 737 Jet 2 Holiday, so we're going to have a look at some of these liveries, I believe. I don't even know what all of them are, like, so we're going to go 737 first, and just try and find it. Okay, well, none of you and you. Jet 2. There we go. This livery is brand new. Okay, so this is one of the new liveries. There's a fair few amount. So I'll probably have to have a look on Twitter or somewhere for a full list of new liveries. And hopefully they'll be able to show us. But we can look at the Jet 2 because it's definitely a new livery, and that's a really good looking livery. And it also spawns you in now with the with that jetway attached, which is cool. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a cool livery. They've done again another brilliant job with another great livery. So that's really cool, and I'm just hoping there are also a lot of new airports which have been added. So I'm just going to type on my computer for the new update and just see if any news, because there will obviously be news somewhere on here. But let's just look at the new, so you can see here now you can now choose where you want to be ATC for. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So you can be ATC for whatever you want, which is interesting, and you can sort of change. You can be centre. Can you have 3 people on centre? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Not too sure how that works. But obviously, I can't do it for expert server because I'm nowhere near good enough, and I've never done it before. You can do it in training, so it'd be cool if you could do it on like solo mode if they added that in the future. But that'd be great. And obviously, the new replay mode looks really good. It shows you your plane. So I think Infoflight have done a brilliant job here with the brand new update, which has just come out to us. And I've just had a genius idea. If I just look on my phone, I'll be able to see where all the stuff are. But I mean, the training flight looks fun. I feel like that's something I should definitely do, potentially as a series. So if anyone wants to see me do a series, you know, such as that, do let me know. So there are some new custom towers. There's one at Frankfurt. So I feel like I'd like to go see the Frankfurt. You can still search, thankfully. EDDF, which is one. Oh, I'd love to see the Hong Kong one as well. So we'll head over to Frankfurt and we'll head over to Hong Kong. Because I think that'd be great to see those towers quickly and just see what the custom towers are looking like, and then we can see what we'll do from there. So Hong Kong tower is going to look phenomenal as well, because that is a brilliant and a very well known tower as well, and I do love Hong Kong International Airport. So hopefully Infoflight's going to load in. I'm surprised it's not crashed yet. Usually it crashes on me or does something stupid like that. So here we go, we're at Frankfurt. Let's go see what this new tower looks like. I forget there's like 1 million towers at this place. I believe that's the one. It just says Infinite Flight Tower, but that's a cool tower. Yeah, Frankfurt's got about 1 million towers, hasn't it? I didn't think this through. Is that the tower there that I've seen a lot? I think that might be it. Well, that's definitely not it. I forget they're also still building new terminals, and it looks really cool. But let's head over to Hong Kong, because that tower will obviously be easily recognisable in Hong Kong. So here we go. I love how all the airports here are like 3D in this little Hong Kong region too. So tower's like just over there, I think, where we're going to spawn in, hopefully. You know, that, and the Hong Kong tower does look really, really cool. So fingers crossed it's going to work. Now, any of you comedy players, just let me know if you guys like how it's looking. Now, we are 200 subscribers now away from hitting 5k, and when we hit 5k, I will be happy to give out a little giveaway, perhaps see if anyone wants to win a month of Infinite Flight Pro, if I'm in the position to do that. And here is the custom Hong Kong tower now. They're looking very, very cool. So that's obviously the older one, I presume, but I think they're both custom, if I'm right. This one definitely looks a lot more custom, but they're both some really cool looking towers here we've done in Hong Kong, and that is again another brilliant job by Infinite Flight. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new, you even made it this far, please do make sure you like and subscribe, and other than that, I'll see you all in my next video. Good night.